everyone, so it is the beginning of September, so I guess that means it is time for my August favorites. I have quite a few favorites this month, so I'm just gonna get started into it right now, I guess. So my first product is this OPI nail polish, and this I believe is from the Swedish collection that came out I think in the end of July or beginning of August. I know I got mine in the beginning of August because I was just at Ulta and I seen it, and this is the color that I just like went straight to right away. And this is Diva of Geneva or Geneva, I'm not sure how you pronounce it, but it's this gorgeous like plum cranberry color, and it kind of has like little golden reflex shimmers in it. It's so pretty. I wore it on my nails the entire month of August, and I also wore it on my toes. I just took my nail polish off and repainted my nails, so it's not on my like my fingernails anymore, but it is on my toes, so if you want to see, here you go. So you can see, good color. It's perfect for like fall, and like I really want to wear it for like Thanksgiving Day because it's like very warm and fall type, so I wore it a lot last month. So next I have a primer, and I believe this was in my June favorites. I'm not sure, maybe in my May favorite. No, my June favorites. Like I said, it's a primer, and I stopped using this for a month because I wanted to see what it really did for my skin, and it made a huge difference using this. Normally, that month that I took off from using primer, I would just use my moisturizer, and I just apply my foundation over that. And what I noticed is after, a few hours, my foundation kind of separated right like on my chin area, and it looked really weird, and it just did not look good. It didn't look put together, and I'd have to re-blend it out with like a brush or something for it to look good again, and then I would do that a few hours later. So I decided to go back to this in the month of August, and huge difference, like I said. It just, what is with this hair? I'm sorry about that. It just makes a huge difference. It doesn't do that separation. My foundation doesn't do that separation when I wear this, and my foundation stays on a lot better. I'd say if you have very oily skin, I would recommend wearing this like a primer, because it definitely will make your foundation stay on a lot better. If you have like normal skin or maybe just slightly oily skin, you can probably just get away with using like just like your moisturizer, but if you have very oily skin like me, then you're definitely going to need a primer. And this is by Benifit, that gal. Let's see. The reason why I have this is because it's silicone free, and my face is very sensitive to silicone, and I break out, so this is a good primer. Next I have the lip scrub by Lush, and this is in Bubblegum. I was hearing a lot about this, so I decided to pick it up this past month, and I tried it out, and I instantly loved it because of the scent. I used it about, I think, 3 times per week this past month, and I'm still using it, but I use it about 3 times a week, and I'm not sure if you can use it more or if I should be using it less. It's very gentle. It's like a nice exfoliant, and I don't put it on when my lips are very chapped or dried because that's just going to irritate it, but it's really nice for just smoothing out your lips and making just a nice smooth canvas for your lipstick, and it won't look like ashy or anything. So this is really, really nice to have, and it smells really good, and you can actually eat this, I think, so it's pretty cool. But I used it a lot in August, and I'm still going to use it because it works really, really nicely. Next I have a NYX Jumbo Eyeshadow Pencil. I'm not even going to bother showing you because it's probably not going to show up. But this is in the color Yogurt, and I'll swatch it. And what I did this past month, whenever I wore a neutral eye, especially with All That Glitters eyeshadow, I would put this as a base under it, and it would just make All That Glitters much more vibrant and a lot more like brighter and vivid. Because this pencil and all that glitters are very similar in coloring. So putting that over this just makes it like a lot more brighter and a lot more vivid, like I said. So I use this a lot whenever I did do that like eye with all that glitters. So I really like it. It's a really nice base and it definitely makes your eyeshadows just pop. So I used that a lot whenever I did that. Next I have a brush, and this is my MAC 187 brush. You can see it's dirty, so I use it. I wasn't using this for a while. I don't think I used this for a few months. I think the last time I used this was sometime in April, I think. But in the beginning of August I noticed that it wasn't getting any love and I wasn't using it. So I decided to pick it up and start using it for my liquid foundation, and I just kind of like re-fell in love with it, and it just makes your foundation look so much more like airbrushed and more put together, and it's just really, really nice for liquid foundation. The whole entire month whenever I wear foundation, I use this brush, and I see a total difference using this brush than like a regular foundation brush. Also, the good thing about this, if you want low coverage, it can give you low coverage, and if you want high coverage, like full coverage, this can do that for you. If you wear concealer normally, you just do it very lightly and it won't like brush any of your concealer off if you go very lightly with it, and it works really, really nicely, and I love it for my liquid foundation. You can use this for like liquid products, powder products, anything you want, you know, makeup based, I guess, anything face related you can probably use this for. So really great brush, I really recommend it. My like silver paint stuff rubbed off, so it's not on there anymore because I've had this brush for so long. I think I got it like back in December of 08, so all there is the engraving of it, but it's a good brush. It's definitely very, very well worth the money, and I love it. So this is definitely a really, really big favorite this month, well, past month. Then I have a blush, and this is by Nars, and it is called Desire. If you've seen this blush before, you know that it's a pretty scary looking blush. It's pink, like hot pink, and this camera does not give it justice at all, and I'm a little bit disappointed. But you can kind of see it there, but it's a lot more brighter than that, and it's just a bright, vivid hot pink color, and I was like looking at it for a few months, and then I decided to just take the plunge and get it, and I'm so glad I did because it's such a beautiful pink blush. It just gives you the perfect glowy pink cheeks, and it's great. What I was applying it with is just like my regular, you know, blush brush. You can also apply it with like this type of brush if you're a little less light-handed, if you're more heavy-handed, I guess you could say. But if you're light-handed, you can definitely just get away with a regular powder brush like this. And it's a lot easier with this blush to apply a little at a time and just go all at it, because it's a lot easier to keep applying than take off. So really great blush, gives you just gorgeous pink cheeks, and I highly recommend it because it's so pigmented and you barely need any. So it's a great blush. I loved it this past month. I'm still gonna like use it in September and so on. So it's a great blush. I highly recommend it. I love it. So, and my last product is the Naked palette by Urban Decay, and I know this is sold out in a ton of different stores like Ulta and Sephora's around the US at least, but I got my hands on one, and it is permanent, so if you didn't get yours yet, don't worry, they'll like come out with more. But I did get this in the beginning of August, and I'm so glad I did because it's just like the perfect neutral palette. There's so many colors in this palette, and they're all like just gorgeous pigmented colors. You you just barely put your brush in it, and you pick up so much color with it. And during the month, I would just like use a different combination each day, and I still haven't gotten towards like using all different combinations with it. There's just so many combinations you can do with it, and it's just got beautiful neutral colors. So I really, really love this palette. I use this a lot, and it barely even looks like I used it practically because they're just so pigmented. But it's a great palette if you can get your hands on it. I definitely recommend it because it's so pretty. It's gorgeous colors. They're very easy to blend. I love this palette. I used it so much this past month, so great palette. I love it. So that is it for all my favorites. I know it was kind of a lot, but those are just the products I really, really loved this past month. So if you want to show me any of your favorites that you had in August, I'd love to see a video response if you make videos. If you don't make video response, or if you don't make videos, then I'd love to see like a comment in the comments telling me like your favorites. And I'd love to know what your favorites are because I always like getting good like recommendations for really good products. So, and I like knowing what all of you guys like too. So I'll see you all later. Bye everyone.